Have you been looking for a way to give back to your community? Are you looking for something new and meaningful to do with your time? Are you looking for more experience in a particular field or to develop new skills and insights? If you answered yes to these questions, finding an organization to volunteer for is the right answer for you. Volunteering in your community benefits every party involved. It helps the organization, the persons being served, and it even helps the volunteer. In this presentation, you will learn who is volunteering, their reasons for volunteering, and finally, why you should volunteer. The purpose of this speech is to persuade you to get involved and volunteer. My name is Nathan Klingensmith, and I am a Bachelor of Fine Arts Drawing major at Missouri State University. For the past 4 years, I've been a recipient of the Finucane Service Scholarship, which requires a minimum of 75 volunteer service hours each year. I'm also active in many of the community service and humanitarian organizations on campus. The 3 points I will address is what is a volunteer and who volunteers, reasons people volunteer, and why you should volunteer. First, what is a volunteer and who volunteers? A volunteer is anyone who dedicates time to an organization for no monetary compensation. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, about 61.8 million people, or 26.4% of the population, volunteered for an organization at least once between 2007 and 2008. 46% of the volunteers surveyed were men, and 54% of the volunteers were women. The people most likely to volunteer were between the ages of 35 to 44, and following a little behind were people in their 20s. After doing some considerable research, I found that these people volunteer for a variety of different reasons. Second, reasons people volunteer. In the past, it was thought that people volunteered strictly for altruistic reasons. According to Terrence McGill, the Good Samaritan goes out of their way to aid a stranger. The soldier goes back to save a fallen comrade. It was the noble thing for someone to lend a hand for the greater good of mankind. People helping those in need do not expect a reward or gratitude. Recent studies now indicate that this old-fashioned way of thinking may not be the case anymore. It now seems that people volunteer for more reasons than wanting to give back to the community. Volunteering for an organization can apparently be good for the community and for the person volunteering. According to a study done in Ottawa, Canada, volunteers come looking for a better balance in their lives, a learning experience, something to do with their time, and something to add to their skills and their resumes. People volunteer for the social aspect, to build self-esteem, to gain career experience, or even to find a new career. Other people still volunteer for the old-fashioned reasons, such as giving back to their community, fulfilling a set of values they have, or just wanting to help other people. There are a variety of reasons why people volunteer in the United States. Whether it's for altruistic reasons or for more self-fulfilling reasons, they are still filling the need in many organizations. Third, why you should volunteer. First, you should volunteer to give back to your community. According to Helen Little, volunteers are at the heart of every nonprofit in the United States. In most nonprofits, projects and events could not be completed without the substantial donation of labor, knowledge, and time by volunteers. A nonprofit's mission statement is always dedicated to the betterment of the people in which the organization intends to serve. A nonprofit's success depends on the help of volunteers. If the organization is successful, then the needs of the community are being met. It is also very important to give back to the community in which you live. Your community is always in need of people who dedicate their time helping it develop for the better. If you wish to see change in your community, go out there and do something about it. Second, you should volunteer for personal gain. Volunteering can open doors for personal growth. By volunteering, you could build new skills and abilities, be introduced to new situations and environments, and meet new people. You could also break the monotony of your usual routine, grow self-esteem and confidence, and find a new connection in your community. Volunteering can also open new doors to your future. Being a college student, experience is very important to finding a good job or being accepted to graduate school. Becoming a consistent volunteer for an organization looks great on a resume or an application. Many people who work at organizations that you volunteer for consistently will also write you great letters of recommendation. Volunteering can also help you develop insight to the career path you would like to go into, or give you experience in the career field that you know that you want to go into. Volunteering someplace new might help inspire you to pursue a career in a similar field. You could also volunteer for an organization in which the skills you will be practicing apply to what you are going to be doing in the future. There are many reasons why you should volunteer. You just need to find the reason that suits you. The 3 points I have addressed are what is a volunteer and who volunteers, reasons people volunteer, and why you should volunteer. People become volunteers for a variety of reasons, and people strategically choose organizations to volunteer for to fulfill these reasons. Even though people benefit from their volunteering experience, so are the people they are helping. After all, we all win when we volunteer. When we volunteer, we fill the gaps that have been stretched by the needs of the people. Take a look at the 20 reasons to volunteer handout I gave you. There has to be at least one reason that catches your attention, so I implore everyone to find a reason to volunteer and act on it, because not only will you be helping others, you will be helping yourself as well. I just want to step into the camera.
I will.
Right.